Alright, so welcome back. This is Divine Destiny, and today is going to be your January 31st reading. Hope everyone is doing super awesome today. Again, I want to thank everyone for commenting and for liking and subscribing. It's so wonderful, and I'm just so excited. So please keep going, keep commenting, keep letting me meet you. It's just great. I'm so thankful that everyone is here. It's really cool. Like I'm starting to build like a little tribe, and I love it. All right. So today's theme is going to be it's kind of like an energy reading, but it's not like totally like an energy reading. It's like so we know what's going to be coming into our life. Like, what are we really on track to receive right now? This could be lessons, wisdom, abundance, whatever it is. We want to know what we're on track to receive. Right, messages may or may not resonate. If they do, that's wonderful. If they don't, please don't try to make them. They're just not for you. Sometimes, you know, when you're reading for a collective, things can like be all over the place because there's so many different energies that you're reading for. So not everything is always going to resonate with you. If you didn't do the pick a card, you should do the pick a card because that's super fun. We did one, I did one yesterday. Pick a cards are always so much fun. If you like pick a cards a whole lot, my sister does them a lot. She does a lot of pick a cards. DarlingDTarot, you should go check her out. She's so amazing and so funny. I love listening to her. I laugh and laugh and laugh. Tell her I sent you so she knows where you came from. All right. Ooh, Ace of Water, which is Ace of Cups in the regular tarot. Ace of Cups is beautiful. It is that beautiful chalice that is like overflowing with water, and like it's just shh. Ace of Cups can be a few different things. It can be another beginning in a relationship, like a renewal of a relationship, and it's like a really like a it's like super emotional, super wanted, super just incredibly new wave of just emotions. And you could be falling in love for the first time. Like, you know, it doesn't have to be someone you were in love with. It could be, you know, someone new. It also is, to me, it's like, that's one of those twin flame cards, you know, like there's certain cards in the deck that really like kind of trigger that for me, and that's one of them is the Ace of Cups, because it's really just overflowing with unconditional love, and that to me signifies that kind of a relationship, just something that just overflows with this unconditional, just no holding back kind of love. And that's the thing that basically narrows it down. Oh, hold on. So it's really that, you know, that whole energy. And if you could see it on the other card, it really is such a beautiful, beautiful card. But it's also, for me, it's one of those like a self-improvement kind of card. You know, it's really learning to fill your own cup. It's learning to put yourself first. It's learning to become emotionally stable. You're learning that, you know, the better you take care of yourself, the better you can take care of those around you. And it's so, so true. You know, we have to really make sure that we're operating with a full cup, and from, you know, a level of emotional stability in a lot of ways, because, you know, you can't go and try to fix people if you're still fixing yourself. And so, like, it's okay to help people, you know, and we're continually working on ourselves. But you know, you can't make that your focus if you really need to focus on yourself. You know, if your focus is to heal, if your focus is, you know, kind of doing shadow work and understanding yourself, you're just going to get drained and you're going to get burnt out, and you're not going to be able to keep up with the demands of giving, 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 giving. Because, you know, a lot of the times, you know, when you give, it's not always reciprocal, you know, and sometimes we learn a little bit too late how non-reciprocal things are. And by then you've already given so much energy. And then there you are, depleted, tired, run down, just feeling completely wasted and just like, blah, you know. So it's really important that we look at this from a standpoint of really trying to make ourselves better, trying to level up in that emotional way. Cups are always about emotions, feelings, you know, so it's really saying that we have, or we can expect to become a lot more emotionally stable, I think, over the next little bit. This next cycle that's starting, I think, is really going to be helping to work on that. It could be a new relationship. It could be, you know, becoming more in touch, more in tune with your intuition, more, water is very, like, flowy. It's very intuitive because they're so in touch with their feelings. They're able to feel really deeply. So it's easy for them to be very intuitive. Like I said, if you start in a relationship, that could be it, but I kind of think that this is going to be more of a self-help kind of a thing where we're really learning to put ourselves first, which is, I think, even better than, you know, just a new relationship, because the best relationship you're ever going to have is with yourself, honestly. So if you can make yourself as yourselfy as possible, yourself as yourselfy, I guess. It's not really a word, but I'm going to use it. You're going to be just fine. The need for a relationship will kind of go away once you're really kind of filling your own cup. Because I think you realize, you know, you don't come from a standpoint of needing a relationship. You'll come from a standpoint of wanting one, of choosing to consciously be in one. You know, it's not just like you're passing time, you want to be, you know, Valentine's is coming up, that kind of a, you know, oh, I need a boyfriend. No, you have done your work, you fill your own cup, you don't rely on anyone, and you're choosing to actually be in a committed relationship. That's how we need to be entering relationships. Two of air. Two of air for me. Now, there's some cards in this tarot deck that I really don't agree with. Now, it can be that way sometimes, what this definition is. I can see it, but it's not anywhere near what I usually get from this card. So, the Two of Air, which is the Two of Swords in the regular Rider-Waite Tarot, is the lady, and we've gotten this quite a bit over the last few days. She's the lady who is sitting with the two swords, and she's blindfolded. You know, this is saying to me, you know, not so much that you're stuck or, you know, not making a decision, because that's what they're saying. It's not. It's really going inside, not focusing on what is outside of you. You know, you're kind of bringing your focus within. You're not letting things blindside you in a way, you know, intellectually, in your thoughts. You're being very controlled in your thoughts. You know, I think we're really learning to kind of have that internal chatter that's gonna kind of help us instead of hinder us anymore. A lot of you are learning how powerful your brain is, your thoughts, your mind, your beliefs. You know, they really do mold and shape us in so many different ways. You know, it's incredible just the beliefs that you can have from childhood, and you don't even realize how much they affect you. Little things, you know, saying little sayings and doing things that's, you know, like something bad happens and you go, oh, just my luck. Well, now it is. Now it's your luck, you know, or it runs in the family. Of course it does, because you guys keep saying it runs in your family. But if you're like, no, I'm going to heal this and it ends with me, that's what happens. So, you know, we're not supposed to be sabotaging ourselves. And I think a lot of people don't even realize they're doing it. The power of your words, there's a saying that if you knew the power of your words, you would never speak ill again. And it's so true. If you really understood, you know, words are spells. They really, you know, anything you speak, it's like speaking a spell into existence. So we really need to be careful what we're speaking, and kind of filtering things in our minds that really want to kind of throw us off course, or have us speak these things that really aren't going to help us in the long run. To me, she's very balanced internally in her thought systems, in her beliefs, in her ideas, and she doesn't really let outside factors determine what's going on in her life. So that's what I feel like this card is. I really don't feel, you know, it's a stalemate or being unable or unwilling to make a decision. And like it could be, but this is more of like a over time kind of a reading. This isn't like a specific, unless this is like something you've for a long time not been doing, you know. But I think for the most part, this is definitely just being able to take a step back and really focus on internally what your dialogue is. So, which is wonderful. Ooh, 6 of Fire. 6 of Fire is 6 of Wands. Awesome card, super awesome card. I love 6 of Fire. It means victory. 6s commonly will mean victory. But, you know, 6 of Fire, I think there comes with it a certain amount of pride, because, you know, Wands are always actions. Fire is action. Fire is movement, making things grow. You know, fire can grow. And, you know, this is all because of anything that is victorious in your life, or all the things that are going to be kind of happening for you soon. You know, you can rest assured knowing that you worked for all of it. Which, you know, I mean, it's great to have things handed to you. It's great to have things kind of fall in your lap, you know, which are just too perfect. But, you know, there's something about when you really work for something that makes it that much more enjoyable. You know, I think it's easy to kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say that it's more important, because I mean, you can have plenty of important things happen to you, but I think it becomes, you know, like a little victory, like a personal, yes. You know, when you really work so hard for something, you finally see results. Like when you guys finally started commenting on my videos. Like that. That was victory for me. Getting people to comment and like and subscribe. If you're not subscribed to me, please subscribe, because I have the same amount of people usually coming back to watch my damn videos. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to me. Alright. Yeah, you can join my tribe. Also, Divine Destiny 1111. Go on my Instagram. We can be buddies there. Six of Fire is a great energy, though. So there's a lot of really good things coming your way. And they're all things that you really have worked very hard for. So congratulations on that. You should be very proud of yourself when these things start happening because you've worked very hard. And that's not easy, you know, because anymore, everyone has so many different things going on. You know, there's... everything is happening so quickly anymore. Alright, Eight of Air. Eight of Air is Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is the woman who is blindfolded, standing next to a row of swords. She's like bound and she's blindfolded and she's kind of stuck there. But what that says, what that's showing is it's kind of an illusion. Whatever place that you're in, whatever mental condition that you're in, it's an illusion. It's not real. The fear that you have, the fears that you are feeding to yourself, honestly, any kind of doubt that might creep in, you know, I think that we are learning, you know, that this is an illusion, that fear really is not anything tangible. Because, you know, you're not having any true evidence of anything. You're kind of just taking expectations that you already have, which you shouldn't have expectations of anything, and putting them on something that hasn't had an outcome yet. So not only are you influencing, you know, a possible outcome to be really shitty, you know, but you're kind of taking the lesson out of it. You know, you need to be, you know, very in the flow, very as things happen. We shouldn't sit and ruminate. We shouldn't, you know, envision that we're stuck and we can't go anywhere. And no, if you're in a place right now, it's because you're supposed to be there. You're supposed to be learning. You're supposed to be growing. You know, there's really no wrong decisions. And if anyone tells you otherwise, they can fuck off because it's not their life. Okay? So it has nothing to do with them. They don't know what you're living every day. They don't know what you're going through. So they really have no say in anything you're doing. And I think we're starting to kind of get this. We're starting to kind of understand that the barriers we have can be broken with the right mindset. You know, when you start speaking success and optimism and power into yourself, these are things that you get back. If you speak negative things, you know, you're weak, you're this, you're that, that's what you're going to get back. It's simple. What you put out is what you get back. That goes for in your mind, in your outside life, you know, whatever it is that you're kind of, you know, cultivating is what you're going to eventually reap, you know. So we are learning, you know, that's kind of how things work here. And I think a lot of you are going to actually start kind of seeing this firsthand. Eight of Cups. Awesome, awesome cups are emotions. The Eight of Cups is the guy who is, it's like nighttime, and there's the whole row of cups, and then there's a guy who's walking away from the cups. It shows that we're walking away from people, places, and things that emotionally don't serve us. You know, you have a strong desire to move on, to put an end to things that just, it's like stagnant water. You know, like when a water is like not been moving and it's kind of like got that yuck on it, and there might be some mosquitoes in it. Like here in Florida, you don't want still water. Like shit grows in still water around here. Like it's not like, you know, we need flowing water. Eight of Cups also, you know, kind of signifies going on a bit of a emotional journey. You know, you have a lot of emotional growth. You might have a lot of growth in your intuition, in your spiritual, metaphysical kind of studies that you're doing. If you're trying to level up that way, then this is saying, then yeah, that's going to happen. Eight of Cups is really just moving forward, leaving things behind that you don't need and moving forward, which is, you know, it's not always easy, but it's necessary for a lot of things. Let me switch to my cards. Try to keep this right around a half an hour. The last few videos I've been doing, I think yesterday was like an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes, something like that. And then the one before that was pretty long too. So I'm going to try to keep it right around a half an hour because that's like a good amount of time. My sister, she has DarlingDTarot. She has a lot longer, consistently videos. I like to do like shorter videos. That way it's, you know, bing, bang, boom, you watch, you're on with your day. You're not having to spend too much time getting your tarot fix. All right, let's see. Ooh, Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is, he's daring and he's passionate and he's up for any adventure, any challenge. He's ready to go. He is super confident, not always for the best reasons, but it doesn't matter to him because he's doing it anyway. He's a good time. If, you know, definitely a person to take out with you. You know, definitely worth a good time. He's very determined too. Like once he sets his mind to something, like he's not stopping until there's growth in that area and he knows that he's well on his way. You know, and then he might rein back a little bit and be like, I should probably think about what I'm doing. But at first he's very all or nothing. Let's just jump right in, you know, both feet right in there. Which sometimes is called for. You know, sometimes you really have to be able to make that impulse decision and just go with something. You know, there are instances where that happens. If you can avoid it, please try to avoid doing that. Like, I get it. I understand impulsions. I have plenty of them. But, you know, try to think as much as possible. No matter how exciting something is, just try to think before you jump headfirst into it. You know? Ooh, High Priestess. I love her. She is wise. She is mysterious. She is, she knows secrets. She knows universal secrets. She can kind of pierce the veil of, you know, illusion and the different dimensions and things like that. And she's really able to see a lot of things that a lot of people can't. She's very intuitive. And when she has a feeling, when she has a inclination, it's right on. You know, this is somebody who, you know, it's, oh, I should have trusted my gut. I'm never wrong. You know, yeah, that's her. So, you know, this kind of shows me that we're really, and a lot of the other cards too, we're really taking huge strides and kind of putting a lot of seriousness into growing our talents spiritually, which is wonderful. I think that's psychic abilities are growing, which I would like to say everyone has. You know, this, I want to point out, everyone can read tarot cards. You can do this. I have like a mini series going. to learn to read tarot cards. So anyone can do this. This isn't like I'm like some oracle, you know, in Delphi. You know, this is something anyone can do. And, you know, it's, some people have things that come naturally to them where they really don't have to work very hard at first to kind of cultivate them and bring them up. You know, like I took to these very easily. I think I've probably, you know, had a past life where I've had them in my life before, and I think that's why I took to them so easily. You know, and there's always ways of kind of broadening your psychic abilities. And I think we're all going to really start trying to level up that way, which is awesome because everyone has psychic abilities. Everyone. There's not a person here that doesn't have psychic abilities. It's all about cultivating them. It really is. Anyone who tells you, you know, that they're the ones with the powers and you know, you don't have powers, and they're full of shit. Then they don't have powers because they would know otherwise. They would know that everyone has powers like that. The Star. I love the Star. The Star is, you know, you're someone who's really divinely guided. You really, intuition is like off the hook here. This is, you are going to be so in tune with what's going on in your life, it's going to be crazy. You're really learning the laws that make the universe kind of go around, the laws that you have to, you know, adhere to if you're trying to get out of life the things that you're looking for. You know, there are rules to this game, and there are ways to play the game. And, you know, once you kind of start figuring them out, things really take a turn for the better. And it can happen very quickly. So keep that in mind. The Star is very much a guiding light. It's something that shows hope, that shows faith. You know, you really do look towards the future with a certain amount of hope, no matter what. No matter what it looks like, you really always kind of look towards the future with hope. That something is directing your course to where you need to go. And you really, that is a wonderful way to be. Okay. I'm going to do, I think, one more, and then I'm going to do a healing card. Ooh, look at that, Hangman. So yeah, this goes back to that Eight of Swords energy. Sometimes, you know, when we're stuck places, we're kind of like simmering. We're just like kind of soaking up as many lessons as possible. You know, and it might take you years to look back and go, you know what? That's why I was there. That's why I was stuck there. I had to be there. It was keeping me there for a reason. I was growing. I was learning. I was getting stronger. You know, maybe where you're at, if you look at it honestly, try to find the positive things about where you are. You know, there could be maybe a situation that you're not happy about being, but ultimately you put yourself there, for one. So we got to have accountability. Two, we need to accept that we had those things happen. We did those things, and now we're in the place that we're in. So we need to accept that. You know, and then we can start learning to be grateful for where we are on our journey, because it's ultimately where we need to be. You know, this, again, we don't need to be anywhere else where somebody else sees us. That has nothing to do with them. Your life does not have anything to do with them. It's all about where you think you should be. And wherever you are is where you should be. That's how that works. Okay, so there's really no point to worrying, to stressing, to being like, oh God, I hope this situation changes. It'll change when it needs to. It'll change when you let go of it needing to. Okay? You know, what we resist persists. And, you know, if you're resisting being okay to be somewhere, then guess where you're staying? Because you are to learn that no matter where you are, it doesn't matter. You are whole. You are stable. You are balanced within yourself. And it doesn't matter what's going on around you. You know, these are the lessons that you're learning. And it might take a little bit. Ooh, wonderful. So this is the one I'm going to leave on. The Sun is a wonderful, wonderful relationship card. The Sun is also ruled by Leo. So you know, of course I love this card. It's very cheerful. It's very sunny. Again, it could mean babies. So if you're not trying to have babies, take precautions. If you're trying to have babies, this might actually, you know, be coming. If that's what you're shooting for, then congratulations, you'll probably have a baby. And not only will you have a baby, it'll actually be a really great pregnancy. Like, this is a super happy, like, everyone's really like, wow, there's a baby! You know, that kind of everyone's super excited. You know, like, you're buying outfits for them when they're, like, 6 and they're not even, like, 2 months old yet. Like, you're just so excited to have this baby. Great relationship card, though. It really is. All your relationships are warm, and they just feel like sunlight, and they're just happy. And things are really looking up in that kind of like a relationship kind of sector. It's a really, really good time for friendships, any kind of relationships, any kind of ship. It's good. All right, so we're going to do a healing card. You know, I know that, you know, things are really rough sometimes. You know, things get rough. You know, so if you really are having a really hard time struggling, and you want like a little bit more personalized attention, you know, I have on my Etsy, if you click on my banner on my YouTube homepage, I actually have my website and my Etsy site, and I have a whole bunch of different readings there if you go to my shop. They're very affordable. You know, I do that on purpose because I remember, like, when, like, $10 was, like, a lot of money. You know, because you're just so broke. You got kids, you got bills, you have so much to pay for. So I made my readings very cheap. You know, because, I mean, sometimes you really need advice, but you don't have a lot of money. I get it. I've been there, I get it, so I'm not charging, you know, a shitload of money for a couple questions, like $5. You know, I really, you know, it's like when I went to be a teacher, I went to school to be a teacher. I was a teacher for 10 years. You know, like, there's a joke, like, you don't be a teacher for the salary because you don't get paid anything. You know, that's kind of like what I'm doing here. Like, if you need extra help, personalized, it's offered, but I'm not gonna like charge you an arm and a leg for it. So it's there, or if you just want to donate, my donation button is there too. Whatever. Share the love, right? Pay it forward. Ooh, again. All right, new love. So new love could be a brand new love. We got that with the Ace of Cups, Ace of Water. So it could be new love, could be a resurgence of an old love that kind of tried to get off the ground and didn't for whatever reasons. Maybe it just wasn't time yet. So that could be slowly reforming as we speak. And then it's going to probably manifest soon in your life, okay? Or it could just be someone completely new, and you walk into a Starbucks one day, and there they are standing there, and you're just like, where have you been all my life, you know? And then you guys ride off into the sunset together. You know, maybe not like that, but close. I'm sure it's close. Beautiful, beautiful card. Alright, so the healing energies for you are going to really come, you know, when you link up with someone. You know, relationships, you know, they shouldn't be to heal you, but I see this new relationship as having a lot of healing properties about it. So this is probably somebody willing to work through issues, to work through problems with you, to come up with solutions. So that is a very, very great relationship to be in, one that they really want to work on things and they want to grow. And they're not one who's going to give up at the first time it gets a little difficult. I think they're really willing to work towards, you know, what you both want. Oh, what a beautiful reading. Great. All right. I hope this was able to help somebody. I hope everyone has a really super great day. Please keep liking, subscribing, and commenting. Again, I love talking to everyone so much. I'm actually going to go on after I load this and respond to my comments. So keep it up. It's so much fun. If you need a reading, go to my YouTube, click on the banner, the link. That's about it. I don't know what to say. All right. I hope everyone has a really good day. I think it's Thursday. Pretty sure it's Thursday. I never know anymore. Like I did a video not too long ago, and I mentioned it like 4 times too. I'm like, it's Monday, blah, and it was Friday. Like time becomes so non-existent. It's ridiculous. All right. Have a good day. Bye.